Hello, good evening, all. Here I am once again with the topic sentence and its types. Although I had discussed this topic earlier also, because that day our camera was not working, so I thought of to take this topic once again so that you can understand and interact with me live. So I will not take much time of yours. So let's come to the topic and discuss what sentence is and what are its types. Here I am sharing my screen also. I have a PowerPoint presentation made on this. So you can see it here and let's discuss sentence its types. So what is sentence and what are the types of sentences that we can see here? So first of all, we'll talk about what is a sentence. As we discussed that way also, sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. It has some meaning, a meaningful sentence, and we do not have anything to ask uh, any question related to that sentence. For example, we have these two examples here. You can see on your screen. The sun rises in the east. So here in this sentence, we have a subject, a verb, and predicate, or in other words you can call it as object also. Another sentence we have here is where are you going. Again, we have all the parts of the sentence like subject, object, and verb. If we talk about the types of sentences, we have four types of sentences. One is declarative, another is interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. So, what are these? What does these types of sentences means? Let's discuss them one by one. First one is declarative sentence. Declarative sentence is a state. It states a fact or opinion, and at the end of this sentence, we generally have a full stop. For example, she loves reading. So here, this sentence is telling us a fact about a girl who loves to read books, storybooks. It can be anything, but it's telling us a fact ending with a full stop. Another is the sky is blue. This is a fact again, and this is simple proposition, you can say a simple fact ending with the full stop. So this kind of sentences comes under the category called declarative sentence. Another type of sentence is interrogative sentence. And what is interrogative sentence? It is generally asking a question, and the sentence ends with a question mark or sign of interrogation. For example, we have two examples here, like what is your name, and at end of the sentence you can see that we have put a question mark. And there is another example, are you coming to school today? Or in other words, if we can we have hundreds and thousands of such question sentences, like what is your name, uh, where is your home, how many books you have in your bag, or how many pencils you have, what is your father's name. Like so many questions are there, so all the questions comes under the category interrogative sentence. Another type of sentence is imperative sentence. And what is imperative sentence? So the definition tells us it gives a command, request, or advice. Like declarative sentence, this type of sentence also end with a full stop. And the example is, please close the door, work hard to succeed. And here you can see that generally we do not have a subject in this type of sentence. Uh, and if we try to find some other examples, like in the definition, we are seeing that it gives a command or request or advice. So, what does it mean? Like if we are saying, get out of the room, it's a that's an order. Or please give me a glass of water, that's a request. And if we take another example of advice, then always keep to the left. That's an advice. So you can find so many other examples also. And whenever you read something in your books, you will find all examples of all types of these sentences. The next one is exclamatory sentence. What is exclamatory sentence? It is expresses strong feelings or emotions and sudden feelings and emotions, and it generally ends with the sign of exclamation or exclamation mark. And we have these examples here: what a beautiful day, or hurrah, we won the match. Or in other words, you can say, wow, what a beautiful place this is. So this kind of sentences always ends with this uh, sign of exclamation. So as we discussed in the beginning that we have four types of sentences. So these four types of sentences are: first one we discussed that was a declarative sentence, second one was interrogative sentence, the third one was imperative sentence, and this is the last one, exclamatory sentence. So here we need to keep this thing in our mind that what kind of punctuation mark we use in which type of sentence. So if we talk about declarative sentence, at the end you have to put a full stop, like here. Then we have put a full stop here. Then if we talk about interrogative sentence, we generally put a question mark at the end. We have these examples also, like for declarative sentence, she is a teacher, which is telling us a fact, so ending with the full stop. If we see the interrogative sentence, at the end of the sentence we are seeing a question mark, asking a question starting with the question word, where is my bag. Imperative sentence, this type of sentence also ends with the full stop, like sit down. As I told you, in imperative sentence we do not have a subject. And in exclamatory sentence, this type of sentence ends with the sign of exclamation, like here you can see, wow, that's amazing. So, if we talk about the exercise questions, this is for you. You can do it at your home. Try to identify these type of sentences like "Please pass me the salt." This sentence is ending with the full stop. The next one, if we see, it is saying, "How are you feeling today?" The sentence is ending with a question mark, and it's very easy for you to identify which type of sentence this is. The another was another sentence is, it is raining outside. Again, this sentence is ending with a full stop. So you have to see now, in the first and third sentence you have to make comparison which type of sentence is declarative and which one is imperative. The last one is, what a wonderful performance, ending with the sign of exclamation. So very easy to identify. From the punctuation mark itself, you can identify a sentence, which type of sentence is this. If we summarize uh, the things that we discussed today. So a sentence expresses a complete thought. It should be making a complete meaning or a sense, whatever you are saying or writing. There are four types of sentences as we discussed. First one was declarative, second is interrogative, third one is imperative, and the last one is exclamatory. Each type has its own punctuation mark and purpose. Like we discussed that in declarative sentence we make use of full stop. In interrogative sentence we put a question mark at the end. In imperative sentence we put a full stop, and the last one, in exclamatory sentence, we make use of a sign of exclamation. And the purpose also we discussed that in declarative sentence, uh, this type of sentence generally tells us about a fact or opinion. Interrogative sentence tells us a question, and imperative sentence tells us about a request, command, or advice. And the last one is exclamatory sentence, which is telling us about a certain feeling or emotions. So that's all for this class, and I hope the concept or sentence is clear to you. And let's meet in the next class. Till then, goodbye.